All right, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about our no back series number 3. It's our deep 5-step pass vertical crossers. All right, as always, the no back 911 process, we're using the core system, just doing it from no backs. That way we can keep it simple and fast. That's why we call it 911. Again, versus no backs, defenses will do typically 3 things. They'll check to their base defense. And usually, since you have 3 receivers to one side, to their base 3-1 coverage. Defense also, though, can just bring more than you got. So they'll bring 6 against your 5 offensive linemen. That means then, though, they're in cover 0 man all the way. What we do here is that the quarterback always has a hot receiver replacing the mic if he does blitz. So in the read progression, you're going to see the quarterback will check the mic first and then go to his focus read. Again, defenses will typically do a lot of stunts and twists and things. That's great sound against quarterback RPOs. Again, you can use both a dual threat and a drop back quarterback here. Again, with a drop back quarterback, we'll just use our sin motion and bring that B receiver, which can be your running back, back into the backfield. All right, our 911 deep pass, what we do is we use colors to be really fast in our communication and keep it really simple. And these are vertical crossers. So we're going to do 2 different plays or concepts, just doing it multiple ways, multiple formations. What the color does is it tells the O-line first that it's going to be our deep pocket pass, and we'll use our half slide protection. Keeps it simple and they can process fast. Quarterbacks then, the first letter of the color, when they hear a color, tells them who their focus defender. After they check the mic, this is going to be their read. So you can see with the opal and orange, it's the ox, and with our gray, green, and gold, it becomes the goat, the backside safety. For receivers, color tells them we're running deep pass concepts, and they're locked into a route with the color, no matter what the formation is. It doesn't change. So again, opal is going to, and orange are our double posts, and then gray, green, and gold become our shallow cross. Those are the 2 plays or concepts. Again, we'll use Lolo and Robo as our solo 5-man pass pro, and then if we do want to use 6-man pass pro, we use the H-back, then it's laser to the left, razor to the right. Again, here's a diagram of the no-back solo pass pro. The upper left-hand corner is Lolo, meaning we're going to go solo to the left. It's slide, half slide protection, man side to the left, slide to the back side. But the play side tackle then to the left does our triangle check technique where he's going to kick and drop step and read the defensive end Sam to the mic and just block first threat. To the right is against an odd front. And that becomes Robo to the right. Now it's the right tackle doing the triangle technique, reading in Mike and Sam. Again, drill 25, where we got 2 quarterbacks, 5 receivers going, and/or a combination of doing Pascality is how we teach them. So here's the drill. You can do it with double post here. You can see you've got quarterback 1 is going to be hitting the crossers hot, replacing the mics, and then quarterback 2 is going to do the front side of the read where the mic does not blitz, but then we're going ahead and reading the ox on an opal call. The O-line then is working that triangle technique pass scheme at the same time. All right, this is our double post opal out of a 2x3 no back set. Key teaching point, the quarterback uses a quick 5-step drop. This isn't for depth as much as it is just for timing. What we're going to do on the front side here with the A and the Z is run that double post. The key is for the A receiver on the inside to do what we call a hot bender post, meaning he has to get just inside and vertical of the ox wherever he aligns. The Z then on the outside runs a skinny post staying outside the ox and outside the hash so that we can bracket him inside out. The H then is going to come behind the formation and over to the front side and run what we call a split behind bubble wheel. The key is to get wide more than it is to get upfield. The X and the B then on the back side are running what we call a hot over-under concept, getting under the mic with the B and over the mic there, bracketing him for a hot check. QB read here, real simple. He's going to check the mic. If he gets blitz, he's got that hot H and B on the over-under, but he's also got then the A running the hot bender post inside the ox. Again, no mic blitz. Then he goes and locks right onto the ox where we're looking again inside out. If the ox squats, meaning he just does not drop at all and stays flat-footed with his shoulders facing the quarterback, then we know he's beat over top by the Z and we can go right there for a touchdown. The only way that gets covered though then is the cat or that strong corner would be playing deep and play over top of that. That's why the quarterback needs to, again, with a check the mic, no mic blitz. We're going inside out with the double post deep. So a high read there. And then we would click it to the H on the wheel on the sideline to the B and the H coming across to replace that. So it's kind of a high-low, inside-out read. Great pass play, great action, great stress on any defense. Here's a double post now out of a 3-by-2 where we have our sixes right formation. Now again you can see the A's running the hot bender post, but the ox now is in the middle of the field, and so he's going to have to go at a sharper diagonal and get across the face of that ox. That's the key. Wherever the ox is, we want to cross their face. Same thing now, the Z is running the skinny post. The B now fakes a bubble and wheels. So this is actually a 6-man pass pro. If we want to make sure we have extra pass protection even out of empty, we just go with a razor call, meaning the H is going to go now and check the mic to the Sam, and the tackle stays with this regular man technique, big to fan. Again, great play out of 3-by-2. We get maximum protection, but we get all our skill guys going fast, and we're faking a bubble. It's a great kind of play action play. Orange then is what we want to run when we go out of our 5s formation with the H's to the 3 receiver side. What we do is once we change to an orange, the Z still running the skinny post, but the A runs the bubble now, and the H will run the hot bender post. Again, out of 2 high, you can see he's basically going vertical and just getting in front of the face or inside of the ox. Again, there we got a double hot read here because we're using 5-man protection, solo protection. So this would be an orange robo to the right. Play side tackle is going to use that triangle technique, and the B becomes a hot over route also. All right, our second play or concept is a shallow crosser. This is classic West Coast, but I love it. First one we'll do is just gray. What's going to happen here is the Z still runs a skinny post, and the A now is going to run a bender dig, meaning we're going to run an in at 10 yards. So it's going to look like he's running the hot bender we just did with the double post, but then at 10 yards, going to come flat across the middle with a dig route. The H becomes our hot shallow cross here now. So again, you can see we've got built in, besides the triangle technique protection, we've got a hot read here for the quarterback if the mic does blitz. So he's going to, again, on his 5-step back pedal, on the first step, just checking the mic. If he blitzes, he knows he's got the H right there. If he doesn't, then we start to go in a progression where we just read the goat, and we're going to kind of go low to high with this. On the back side, we're going to go ahead and stretch that goat vertically by having the X run what we call a switch seam, meaning he's going to go inside at a 45-degree angle to the hash and then go right up that seam. And you'll see where that'll become a switch route. The B then just runs a free release flare. Key there is for him to get wide first and then get upfield. So we stretch them horizontally and we can stretch them vertically. Again, read progression is great. We check and see if we got access weak like we always do, quarterback. The QB is going to check the mic to the goat to the dog, scanning inside out and clicking up and out. Normal progression. Very simple. This is great. If you have one high safety and everybody's up press man like the diagram though, this is a great time where the quarterback knows he's just going to get 2 verticals up the hash with the X on the switch seam and the Z on the skinny post, and he really just throws away from the goat. Here it is out of 3x1, and what's great with this is nothing changes. Again, the H, whether he's from the backside or the front side of the call, is still going to run his hot shallow cross, replacing the mic. And then again, if he does not get the ball, then he just continues to run under the linebackers across the formation. Again, quarterback is going to go and see if he's got access weak. But either way, he's going to check the mic to the goat and then click to the dog inside out. Great play, both formations. All right, now we do a shallow cross, but with a backside flare. This is great. All we do is change the X's route from the switch seam to a under whip route, so we can pick on the wheel back there. This is important now with the quarterback. If he sees he has access weak, he's still going to check the mic for the H. So we've got a hot read there to replace. But again, the mic does not blitz. Then he can go ahead. If he has access, he's just going to pick on the will looking outside in there. If he does not have access, meaning the will is out of the box completely, then he can just stay with his normal progression of checking the mic and then going right to the goat where we've got low to high there. Again, this is the backside flare out of now a 3x2 set, which is our 5s right. We just move the H over. Again, nothing changes. Quarterback's still going to check for access weak. If he's got it, check the mic, and then we'll pick on the will. If he does not have access weak, then we stay with our normal progression, going check mic to go, going low to high, 3-level middle flood. Now we can go to, with shallow cross, a backside switch, and we call this gold because we're going for the gold with the back going up the sideline now. So again, X goes back to the switch seam, but the B, instead of doing the flare, is going to fake the start of the flare and then release on a wheel up the numbers and get him vertical. Great versus man because we'll get a mismatch of a linebacker usually covering that B back or B receiver. Again, quarterback is going to check and see if he has access weak or not. But again, he's going to check the mic. He's got the H on the hot shallow cross. No mic blitz. Then he goes to the goat again. But now obviously we've got a mismatch on the goat with the switch seam and then the dog. So again, same read, check mic to goat to dog. Again, we like to run this when we have straight man, press man. The indicator there again is when the dog and the will are all up and their eyes are on the receiver, not in on the formation. Then we go ahead and look at matchups. Great play, simple. Again, if we go out of our 5s route, which puts the H over in a 3x2 set, everything stays the same, nothing changes, same read progression. The H just runs his hot shallow cross from the call side. So again, we're going to check mic to goat to dog, but again, we've hopefully got a great opportunity for a mismatch up the backside there switch.